Hello, my good people. How are you doing? This is Elijah.gichuru, and today we're going to look at a topic that has been trending in the Republic of Kenya, but has also happened in some parts of the world. We're going to look at the cults. Yes, the cults. So, what is a cult? This is a kind of religious organization that doesn't follow the usual practices of religion. And is normally concerned with the extremes of religion that really don't follow the rest of the world in terms of religious practices. So today I want us to look at some of the world's worst ever cults. We're going to look at 3 of the world's worst cults in the world. They are the worst because they have claimed the most lives of people, and by so then it becomes the worst. The first one happened in Guyana. It's a South American country, Guyana, and it claimed 900 lives, over 900 lives, you guys. So this cult, the people were told that they are going to see heaven and all that. And so they believed the man of God was telling them that. So it actually claimed the lives of 914 adults, which is a very huge number, making it the world's worst and worst type of cult. So this cult was by a preacher by the name Jim Jones. So Jim Jones coerced his members to take poison, cyanide, if you know cyanide. So these people took cyanide, and once you ingest poison in your body, then you die. So imagine he convinced 900 people to do that. But also there were accusations that people who tried to flee the cult, and this is how you identify a cult, people who are trying to flee the cult were shot dead. And some were forced to drink the drink. So that is how you know a cult, members, guys. You know a cult by, one, there is no freedom of entry and exit. Once you're in that cult, you cannot be able to leave that cult. You are cast. Your life is cast on doom. Because you cannot be able to. At some point, your instincts, the sixth sense, they call it the sixth sense, will tell you that I'm in a cult and you need to leave this place immediately. But you can't do that because these cultish leaders, they will end up killing you. And so that is how they end up killing so many people, because even if you find out later that this is a cult and you want to leave, you can't actually leave. The only way out is death. That is how you end up killing so many people in a cult. The second worst cult happened in Uganda, just here in East Africa. And this one claimed over 700 lives, you guys. 700 lives is such quite a large number of people. And so what happened in this case is they didn't take poison, but of course cults come with these promises. You'll see God, you'll see Jesus, you'll go to heaven, and all those things. And therefore people are inspired by the bigger picture, but they are being deceived. So in Uganda, what happened is people, over 2,000 people were put in a room, and then that room was locked from the outside. After it was locked from the outside, people who did this set the room ablaze. They set the room on fire, you guys. Boom, people died. So 700 lives were lost. I guess some of them managed to escape, if I'm not wrong, because the figures as per the Ugandan authorities is 700. So those are the people who died in that cult, which is one of the worst cults. The church was called the 10 Commandments of God. That was the name of the church. And people lost their lives. Number 3, the third worst world's cult. Guess why it happened? right here in Kenya. So the Shakahola cult in Malindi is the third world's worst cult ever. As per now, today, this is on 12th May 2023, the number of deaths that has been reported from the cult are 179 deaths. 179 lives have been lost. So the Shakahola cult is courtesy of a man called Pastor Paul Mackenzie. So the members of this cult were called to fast, were forced to fast until they died. They were forced to go without food, children, women, men. And just like any other cult, there was no freedom of exit. So if you wanted to exit the cult, you could not leave the cult. And the only way out was being murdered, was being killed, was being forced to fast until you die. And so this is the world's third worst cult, and also the worst cult in Kenya as we speak right now. So it is bad. The government is still continuing with the exhumation process, exhuming the bodies, and also trying to identify the bodies, conducting postmortem, so that we see who's who, and so that members can trace their family members. So the promises were that they will see Jesus. If they fast, they are going to see Jesus, but they didn't end up seeing Jesus. The irony is the pastor is eating, but he tells the members not to eat, and that he will be the last person to go to heaven through prayer and fasting. So guys, these are the three world's worst cults as the official records show. Tell me in the comment section, how can you identify a cult? How do you know that this is a cult? What are the signs and symptoms of a cult? And how can people be prevented from joining cults? How can the government regulate, control, and protect lives and property from people joining cults? Tell me at the comment section. I'll be great to interact. It will be great to interact with you. Also, let us remember that cults do more harm than good, and therefore it is very important to be enlightened, and also for people to follow the right religious practices, to be able to follow the word of God as it is as it reads, to be able to read the word for themselves, or any other religion that they follow, but to ensure that they don't get duped into false religious practices. Thank you so much. That has been my time. My name is Elijah Gichuru. Like, comment, subscribe, and share.